What is going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the TCO Fantasy Football Show. Whoop! On today's episode, we are going to be doing a real NFL mock draft. Oh yeah, baby, a real one, not a fantasy football one. And some sad news real quick. I filmed this whole entire video yesterday, did a whole entire mock draft, got halfway through editing it, and I looked at my phone and saw that the Saints made a trade with the Eagles, and I was very upset about it. But we are remaking this video right now, and I'm doing this for you guys. Woohoo, go team, right? And before we get into today's video, I need you guys to do me a quick favor. Just one real quick favor. I need you to follow the TikTok. I'm posting so many TikToks every single day. You gotta follow the TikTok. I'm posting lately I've been posting like 6-7 TikToks a day. A lot of content going out on there. And you got to go follow it. It's good content, good stuff. It'll help you out with fantasy football, help you out with the NFL draft, and it'll just keep you informed. It's always good to be informed. So push that away, and let's get into today's video. Alrighty, so I assume I am on your screen right now, somewhere in one of these corners. I don't quite know where, but I am on your screen right now. I'm in a tiny little box, and as you can see, we are using PFF's NFL Draft 2022 mock draft simulator, Maboober thingy. And I think we're only going to be doing the first round today, so let's only put it on the first round. We're going to be drafting for every single one of these teams, and this is such a great thing. If you guys want to do a mock draft, you gotta try this website, because this website works very well. And I think we're good. I think we are good. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Enter the draft. Let's go. And now we get to start the draft. Let's do it. So, okay, let's get right on into this. The Jacksonville Jaguars are on the board with the first pick. And this sets the whole tempo for the draft, guys. This sets the whole entire tempo. And I don't know. We're going to set this correctly. And we're going to have to make him go with Aiden Hutchinson. Is he the best edge in this draft? I don't quite know. But he is really good. And the Jags will probably end up taking him with the first pick. If they don't end up taking him with the first pick, I don't know what they're going to do. I would be pretty shocked to see them not take Aiden Hutchinson there. Maybe they take an O lineman, but I doubt it. I just don't see them taking that risk. And the second pick is on the board. We have the Detroit Lions here. And I think there's only one guy they can go with here. I think personally this is the best edge in the draft. And I think they got to go with Kayvon Thibodeau. He is a defensive threat that they need. He's so good. The only issue with him is that he has a little attitude problem. But I don't care. I think Dan Campbell can solve his attitude issue. Kayvon Thibodeau is probably one of the best, if not the best player in this whole entire draft, in my opinion. And if the Lions get him at 2, they're sitting well. They're sitting pretty. Now, look at this. The Houston Texans are such a funny team. What do they need? Every position. They need every single position. It's so sad. Their team, they just have nothing. They have absolutely nothing. So they can't even go wrong with this pick. And I'm thinking that the team is like figuring some stuff out here, and they saw Evan Neal might have been the 101, but they want to go with the guy that they like the most, and they're going to have to go with Ikem Ekwonu here. I think Ikem Ekwonu is the best tackle in this whole entire draft class. I really like the guy. I think he's going to be super good, and yeah, send him to the Texans. Texans need some help. They need help at any position, and they are going to go and build that O-line, put Ikem Ekwonu next to Laramie Tunsil. And now we got the fourth pick, and the Jets can do a lot of stuff here. They can do a lot of stuff. They can grab Evan Neal and not let him fall through the draft. They could grab Sauce Gardner. They could take the first corner. They could really, because their DBs are a little weak right now. They could help them out. They could take Derek Stingley. It's also a good pick. They're not taking any wide receivers with this fourth pick. We know that. So right now I'm between Derek Stingley and Sauce Gardner. We're going to shake it up a little bit, though. Let's take Sauce Gardner at 4. Get it a little wild in here. Sauce Gardner he's a great corner. He's a great corner. And if it translates to the NFL, the Jets are going to have a great player at the fourth pick right there. Now the Giants are on the board. The Giants are here at 5. They're looking. They see Derek Stingley. They see Kyle Hamilton. They see Charles Cross. But Evan Neal's falling. They got to take Evan Neal here. They got to take Evan Neal. There's just no way. They need to help protect Daniel Jones or Saquon Barkley or literally anybody because the Giants have one of the worst O-lines in the league. They need an O-lineman. And if they didn't take Evan Neal, if he wasn't there and Ekwonu wasn't there, they probably would have went and grabbed Charles Cross, to be honest. They need a lineman on this team. And yeah, they're grabbing a lineman. Now this pick, I love this pick. Pick 6. It is the Carolina Panthers. They're on the board. They see all of these great guys here. Look at them. There's so many great guys, but they can't draft any of them. They can't. They have to take one guy. And you might be looking and you might say, oh, maybe they'll take Malik Willis here. Maybe they'll wait 2 years for Malik Willis to be a really good quarterback. No, they can't do that, guys. I'm sorry. Mr. Rule, his job is in critical position right now. He's in a bad position. He's in a critical point of his career at the moment. And he needs a quarterback who is going to produce right out the gate. The quarterback who is the most NFL ready. He might not be the best. He might not be the worst. But I feel like it's a lock here that the Panthers take Kenny Pickett. They got to take him here. They have to. They need a quarterback that can perform like immediately right out the gate, and Kenny Pickett is probably the most NFL-ready quarterback in this draft. I'm not saying he's the best by any means. Kenny Pickett is not the best quarterback in this draft. But he is there. They got to take him at 6. Wham, bam, shazam. They take Kenny Pickett. Now, the Giants are back on the board. They grabbed Sauce Gardner earlier. They're looking at the board here, and they say, oh. Here's a crazy one. Now, here's somebody I want to talk about. I want to talk about Travon Walker. Travon Walker is probably one of the most compelling guys in this whole entire draft just because he can go at 1, he can go at 15, he can go at 7, he can go anywhere in this draft. And I think the Giants are going to take my dogs are barking. I hope you guys can't hear that. My dogs are barking. Give me 1 minute. Let's take a quick pause. Alright, so Travon Walker, he is an interesting guy, and he can go anywhere. He can go literally anywhere, but I think he's going here at 7 to the Giants. I like the pick. I think it works for him. I like it. We got the Falcons on the board. What will the Falcons do with this pick? What will they do? What will they do? We know what they're going to do. They're going to take Garrett Wilson. They need a wide receiver, and they're going to go and grab Garrett Wilson at 8. He is a great option for them to have. They're probably going to end up drafting a quarterback next year because they're probably going to finish as a bad team this year. And imagine this. Imagine the Falcons get a top 2 pick and grab C.J. Stroud. They grab C.J. Stroud with Garrett Wilson and Kyle Pitts. That will be one mean offense. And now the Seahawks are here on the board at 9. And here's a crazy one. Let me give you guys a crazy one here. I think the Seahawks are not going to take a quarterback here. I think we all say they're going to take Malik Willis here. And I don't think they're going to take Malik Willis here. I think they're going to wait a little bit longer for another quarterback. And yeah, I think they're going to go with a tackle in Charles Cross. They're grabbing Charles Cross right there. Wham, bam, shazam. And the Jets are here at 10. They're looking at the board. What did they take earlier? They took Sauce Gardner. And now they don't know what to do. I don't know what they should do either. So here they are going to go with... Here's a crazy one. Listen to this. I got a really crazy one here. Watch this. So, they grabbed a defensive guy here at pick 4, and now they are going to go for a lineman. They are going to reach. They're going to reach really hard. And, I'm between 2 guys right now. They're going to go with Trevor Penning right here. They're going to go with Trevor Penning. They're going to reach way too high. Way too high to take him. But they need an O-lineman to help protect Zach Wilson. And that is going to be Trevor Penning. I like it. I mean, it could be better. It could be worse. It's whatever. It is Trevor Penning to the Jets at 10. And we have the Commanders here sitting here at 11. they're looking at the board and they're like, come on, guys, did you really just let this happen? Kyle Hamilton is arguably one of the best guys, maybe the best guy out of this whole entire draft class. I don't understand how he's falling, but the Washington Commanders will be taking him at pick 11. Great pick. It is a steal. I love it. And the Vikings are here. And the Vikings are also going to get a steal. They're going to get Derek Stingley at this pick. It's good to be a Vikings fan today if they're going to get Derek Stingley. That's just great value. That's great. I love that. And he's going to be there with Patrick Peterson. Both of them are LSU boys, two of the best corners to ever play at the school. And I love that. I think that is a great position for him to be in, somewhere where he can really develop, and that's nice. Good for the Vikings. Great for the Vikings. Oh my God, he's also friends with Justin Jefferson. They're LSU guys, maybe. I don't know. Taking a guess. Going on a whim there? I don't know. That doesn't really matter, though. The Houston Texans are here at pick 13. They're looking at the board. They see Drake London still here, but I don't think they're quite ready for a wide receiver in this rebuild. They see Devin Lloyd. I think they see Devin Lloyd. I mean, what'd they go with earlier? Ike Ekwonu? They have to go with a defensive guy here, and Devin Lloyd is a good leader that they could add to the squad. I really like Devin Lloyd. And, yeah, they're going to go with Devin Lloyd here at pick 13. Solid. I like it. Baltimore Ravens are on the clock. They need a lot of things, but not really. They need some defensive guys. So, there's a couple guys they can go with here. Ooh. They're both at the top of the board. We know who they're going to have to go with. It's either going to be Trent McDuffie or George Karlaftis. Ooh, that's hard. That's a hard one to pick in my mock draft. I got to go with Trent McDuffie. I feel like they need that corner to help them on the end. They need a corner. I feel like they need a corner. So the Eagles are on the board with their first pick, and they got this pick from the Miami Dolphins. And they also messed up my other mock draft the other night because they traded their other pick. And what are they going to do with this one? What will they do with this one? I think they're not going to take Drake London here. They are not going to take Drake London here. It is wild, I know, but they are going to go with Nakobe Dean at this pick. Nakobe Dean it is. And now, here is the Saints' first pick in this draft. I have this as almost a lock in most of my mock drafts. This is a really interesting one. This is why they made this trade in the first place. They are going to grab Malik Willis at 16 to be the focal point, the future, the last man standing on this Saints team for the future. I love him. I think he fits well there in New Orleans. I think it works. I think it works for them, and I like it. I like it a lot. I do. Now, we have the Chargers back on the board. A lot of people on my TikTok comments were like, oh, they're going to take a wide receiver with this pick. If Jameson Williams makes it to 17, we are going to see Jameson Williams be on the Chargers. Yeah, no, why would they do that? That just makes no sense. They already got Keenan Allen. They already got Mike Williams. They already got Guyton. They already got Palmer. They have so many different people on this team already. They do not need any more wide receivers. That's the last thing they need. And even though Drake London's still on the board, they do not need any more wide receivers. So, who are they going to go with? It's a lock. We already know it. It happens in every single mock draft. It is Jordan Davis to the Chargers at this pick. I love it. I like Jordan Davis. Him next to Joey Bosa and this, oh my God, this defense is going to be so good next year. The AFC West is going to be a great division to watch, and I feel like the Chargers are going to be at the top of it with Justin Herbert. And the Eagles are back on the clock with their next pick. They knew Drake London was going to fall here because who else was going to take him? The Saints aren't going to take him at that pick, and neither the Chargers. They got to go and grab Drake London, somebody to put on the other side of Devontae Smith, and I love it. I love it a lot. I think it works very well for them. I like the dynamic, and yeah, I like Drake London. I think Drake London's going to be an absolute stud. I think he might be the best wide receiver in this draft class, and yeah, I'm saying that. Even if he does go to the Eagles with Jalen Hurts, I think he might be the best wide receiver in this draft class. 19. It is the Saints. What do they do here? What do they do? They're going to grab a wide receiver, in my opinion. I think they need to add another guy because Michael Thomas is on the field, off the field, on the field, off the field. They have no idea what's going on with Michael Thomas. He irritates them. They might even trade him. Who knows? But I think they got to go to wide receiver here. So now, I don't feel like they're going to take Treylon Burks. I feel like they don't want to wait for him. They don't have the time. They don't have the time to develop him and do all that work. They don't want to do that. So I think they're between Chris Olave and Jameson Williams. Now, here's the question. Do you pick the guy who's hurt, who could come back halfway into the season and be amazing, but he's going to be hurt at the beginning of the year? Or do you pick the guy who, he's a little bit older, but he's Chris Olave? I'm going to go with Chris Olave. I think he's going to make it just because he's healthy. I think he ends up on the Saints here at pick 19. I like that pick. And now the Steelers are on the clock. What's going on at QB? They still have Desmond Ridder, Sam Howell, and Matt Corral here. The question you got to ask yourself is, are any of these guys better than Mitchell Trubisky? I know you guys are waiting for this answer. And I'm going to tell you, no. No, not a single one of these guys is better than Mitchell Trubisky, sorry. Maybe Desmond Ridder, but I feel like they don't want to have to develop a guy right now. They don't want to have to go through that. And they're sitting here. They need a QB. They need a tackle. Let's see. Bernard Ryman. I never can say this guy's name. I wish I knew how to pronounce his name. They see all these guys. They need to help out that O-line. They know they need to help that O-line. And I'm going to go with Tyler Linderbaum here. I like Tyler Linderbaum going to the Steelers. I think it's a good fit. I like it. And at 21, we have the Patriots on the board. They could take so many different things here. Devontae Wyatt's still there, crazily enough. And they lost an O-lineman this offseason with Shaq Mason. They traded him. So I think they're going to go tackle here, and I'm going to have them taking Bernhard Raimann. That's what I'm going to call him, Bernhard Raimann. And that's who they are taking because I think they need an O-lineman. Now, here's an interesting one. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock. They see Jameson Williams. They see Treylon Burks. They see both of these guys, and they're sitting there and they're thinking, if there's two wide receivers on the board right now, will they still be there at our next pick? Will they? I think they will be. So we are not taking them. We are going to have to go with Devontae Wyatt at this pick. A defensive guy, a great defensive guy at that. I feel like Devontae Wyatt at 22 is an absolute steal. I love that pick for them. And they need some more defensive guys. They don't have any defensive threats. Devontae Wyatt is a defensive threat. They could pair him up with, I'm trying to remember who else is on that defense. Jair Alexander. Actually, there really ain't much going on that defense. There's not much going on there. But Devontae Wyatt to the Packers. I like that pick. Now we have the Cardinals on the clock. Now, I feel like, there's an obvious choice here. They gotta go with George Karlaftis. He has fallen through these cracks. All they got on that defensive line is what, J.J. Watt? J.J. Watt's kind of old. This is an old team, the Cardinals. They have a lot of older guys. I feel like they gotta go with someone young like George Karlaftis. And, yeah, a defensive guy. Great thing to add for the team. Now, we have the Cowboys on the clock. What will they do? They're looking, and I don't know what the Cowboys are doing here. I don't really know. You know what the Cowboys are going to do here? They're going to take Jameson. Psych! I thought they were going to take Jameson Williams. Why would they take Jameson Williams? It's CeeDee Lamb 2.0. Why would they do that? They're going to take Jermaine Johnson here. They're going to pair up Jermaine Johnson with Mr. Micah Parsons. I think this defense just wants to keep getting better and better, and the younger it gets, the better it gets, and I think this defense is going to be insane if they get Jermaine Johnson. Love that pick for them. And there's an obvious pick here for the Bills. It happens in every single one of my mock drafts. It is Andrew Booth Jr. falling to them at 25. A great corner. After what happened in that Kansas City Chiefs game, they need to add somebody on that defense, and it is going to be Andrew Booth Jr. That's somebody who could really change the game for them. And I love that pick. I think that just helps them out a little bit more. Now, we have the Titans on the board here at 26. When will somebody take the stab at David Ajabo? That's the question I'm sitting here asking. But it doesn't seem like that's happening anytime soon. The Titans are looking. Ooh. Okay, so the Titans are going to go with Zion Johnson at this pick because they got to keep that line beefed up. They got to help out Derrick Henry. They got to help out Ryan Tannehill. It's never a bad idea to grab an O-lineman, no matter what time of the day it is, where you're picking, what you're doing. It's always a good time to grab an O-lineman. And now we have the Tampa Bay Bucks. They're in that same type of situation, and they are going to go and reach just a tad bit, and they're going to go and grab Kenyon Green, another O-lineman. And I like these O-lineman picks. I think they're good for the team. They help out the running backs. I like that for Leonard Fournette. Protect Tom Brady. He's an old man. You got to protect the old man. And now we have the Packers back here at 28. What will they do at wide receiver? Will they go with Treylon? Will they go with Jameson? What will they do? Are they going to go with the healthy guy, or are they going to go with the guy who's not so healthy? I think they're going to have to go for health. And they're going to go with Treylon Burks here at 28. And the following pick is where the Chiefs are going to have to just pick up the scraps and go with Jameson Williams here at 29. Both of these teams need wide receivers, and those are going to be the two new faces of their franchises. Now, Chiefs are here at 30. What are they going to grab? The Honey Badger looks like he's leaving the Chiefs, so I feel like they got to grab a safety. Lewis, can't say his last name. I think it's Sign, something like that. But they have to go and grab a safety here. They're going to grab Lewis Sign. That's what I'm going to call him today. And now the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. And what are they going to do? What will the Cincinnati Bengals do with this pick? I know what they're going to do. They will be taking Kaiir Elam, a corner, because that corner position there is quite weak. Eli Apple just ain't holding up no more. And they got to go and grab Kaiir Elam. Now, wait a minute, people. There is a trade about to happen in this draft. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. The Lions are trading. The Lions are trading. Let me see how I can do this. Okay, here we go. Sorry. The Lions are going to be trading this pick to the Seattle Seahawks for, here we go. They're going to be trading it for the 40th pick, the 72nd pick, and the 229th pick in this draft. Actually, do you want to change it up a little? Do you want to make it, let's do a round 4 pick for next year. How about that? I feel like that's a little bit more agreeable. And let's see what happens when this trade will not be accepted. Well, in this world, it is being accepted. The Seahawks are trading to this pick, and a trade has been accepted. This might not have been the right value. Maybe they would have given those 2 second round picks, the 40 and the 41, or something else, but we don't know. And this is what they're trading right now for this 32nd pick. And what are they going to do? They're going to go and grab Sam Howell. Just kidding. They are not grabbing Sam Howell. They are grabbing a different QB. And they are not waiting. They are scared. But they are grabbing Desmond Ridder at this last pick in the draft. And yes, Desmond Ridder is going to the Seahawks to become the next Russell Wilson. No, PFF, we do not want to buy your $2 a month thing. Let's see if this mock draft even loads. It seems like it never loads for some reason. And we wait. And we are just going to go to the full results here. So, okay, with our first pick, the Jags are going to take Aiden Hutchinson. It's a clear one. At the second pick, the Lions are going to take Kayvon Thibodeau. The third pick, Ika Mekwonu. Sauce Gardner at 4 to the Jets. Evan Neal at 5 to the Giants. Kenny Pickett, which is an absolute lock. Lock it in. It's going to happen. Kenny Pickett at 6 to the Panthers. Trayvon Walker at 7 to the Giants. A steal. And Garrett Wilson at 8 to the Falcons. Charles Cross at 9. This could be a very interesting pick. I think that, hear me out here, I think that pick 9 sets the tempo for the second half of this whole entire first round. Because if the Seahawks take Malik Willis, it changes everything. It changes absolutely everything. But right now they're taking Charles Cross. Trevor Penning going at 10. This could also be a little bit debatable, but I love Trevor Penning. The guy is an absolute demon. Kyle Hamilton at 11. Derek Stingley at 12 to the Vikings. Devin Lloyd at 13 to the Texans. Trent McDuffie at 14 to the Ravens. Nakobe Dean at 15 to the Eagles. The first traded pick, Malik Willis to the Saints. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Give him some time to develop behind Jameis Winston, and bam, wham, shazam, it's Malik Willis. So, pick 17, Chargers, Jordan Davis. Drake London is going to the Eagles at pick 18. Also love that. I think he's the best wide receiver in this draft. Chris Olave going to the Saints. That could be also another interesting one for fantasy football. Tyler Linderbaum going there to protect that O-line, get Najee some more carries. Bernard Ryman going to the Patriots at 21. Devontae Wyatt going to them at 22 because they saw all of these other teams here and said, these guys are not going to be wanting to draft a wide receiver, so we are going to go with a defensive guy here. They took Devontae Wyatt at pick 22. George Karlaftis at pick 23. He fell through the cracks. Jermaine Johnson to the Cowboys. Andrew Booth to the Bills. Zion Johnson to the Titans. Kenyon Green to the Bucks. And one of the best ones for fantasy football, the Rams just signed former punter. Didn't read the whole thing, but the Rams just signed some former punter. And we have where did I stop? Okay, Packers taking Treylon Burks at 28. Jamison Williams going to the Chiefs at 29. Lewis Stein going at 30. Kyer Lamb going at 31. And the last pick in the first round is Desmond Ridder. He is going to the Seahawks. They traded for this pick, and they are getting the future of their franchise in Desmond Ridder. Thank you guys for watching the mock draft. If you have any discrepancies with it or anything that you guys would change, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear some feedback. Maybe we could even do a mock draft with everyone together. Maybe we get a couple people in this, get 4 or 5 people, do a couple rounds. Who knows? We could figure it out later on. But that is all we have for today's episode. And once again, go follow the TikTok. Go follow the TikTok. I'm posting content on there so much. All the time, 6 to 7 videos a day. I don't even know at this point. I'm going wild on the TikTok. Go follow it. Look at it. It's the TCO Fantasy Show if you didn't know already. And yeah, push it out of the way. Yeah, that is all we have for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment on this video. And yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching the TCO Fantasy Show, and have a wonderful day.